Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, subscribers, my Trevorites, my lovers and my haters. Wasters, spacers, chicken chasers. Thank you very much for coming on to my channel and enjoying my daily rants. But if you're watching this daily rant right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Well, people, the weekend is here, Saturday. If you're going to hear noises in a minute, it's because my dog Zeus has decided to sit there and have his bone this morning, which is good. Well, a bit noisy, but there we go. Right. I'm seeing the emails coming in. Listen, I said yesterday, I said the day before, I will continue to say today. I don't care how hard your sons and daughters work as teachers. It's the whole profession is letting down kids' education, okay? And you know what? We can all see it, apart from the parents of teachers that are blinded by their son and daughters. Oh, they work hard. We all work hard. Everybody works hard. Some of us are in unions though, aren't we? And we can afford to strike and take action. I'm just saying, children's education is suffering because of teachers. There we go. Blame it on the unions. I don't care. Don't join a union. You don't have to join a union, by the way, as a teacher. You don't have to join it. You can say no. Anyway, listen. What's going on? Quite a few things, actually. Right? Now, here's one thing which I will mention, because I've mentioned it for the last 10 years. Since I left the army in 2015, and even before then, we were talking about it. And this is it. It doesn't matter what government you're part of. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you're Labour, Conservative, Lib Dems, it doesn't matter. All our politicians, in my own opinion and without prejudice, are embroiled in an EU issue. They want to be in the EU, but the public voted to leave it. And we are seeing the backlash of it. I mean, all these issues we're having now as British personnel, British citizens, is caused by politicians. Oh, the food's not coming in. This isn't coming in. Yeah, it's all because of people in the House of Lords. They've all got their fingers in the pie. The Lords have been fighting against the Commons. The Commons have been fighting against the public. The public have been fighting against these stupid laws. Everything is done to try and bring us back in there. Why? Because we're all trying to become centralised. We all need, and I don't understand why British politicians are so hell-bent on letting the Germans and the French control us. Yeah, let's give control to Brussels. Next thing it'll be like, in my opinion, I think giving control to Brussels is a bit like giving control to Berlin, isn't it? Yes, let them deal with it. Let them make the EU law. Yeah, their courts are higher. Their laws are higher. Nothing in Europe should be higher than the United Kingdom. They would all be speaking German if it wasn't for the British. Okay, so there we go. They've got nothing really to offer apart from strictness and restrictions. There we go. Anyway, why am I saying this? Because I've been saying for the last couple of years, and a few other outspoken veterans have been saying it, and we get ignored because the civil servants control the government. The civil servants control everything. Civil servants, pen pushers with no life experience, are now telling us this. Ready? They have so far given everything away good about our British Army to the European Union or the EU Defence Army. I know you'll say it's not true, but the British Army, there's a story today that's broken that the British Army, the Ministry of Defence, are battling. They're battling against Whitehall civil servants who are slashing the funding for our British Armed Forces. They're slashing it, and they are trying to tell us that we need to rely more on working with the European Union troops. Why? Because they're cutting away, they're actually getting rid of, and I remember mentioning this before and someone said you was wrong. See, when it comes to the British Army and what they're doing, I know people that can give me the right information, and I know that I'm always right. There we go, when it comes to what's happened with the British Army. So we're cutting away thousands of more infantry troops, the guys on the ground. Yeah, and I'll say that because there's no women in the infantry. The guys on the ground who take the battle to the enemy, we're cutting them and getting rid of them. And what we're saying is, well, we'll get rid of our elite troops, but we may need to borrow a battalion from Holland, the Dutch, and maybe some soldiers from Belgium and Latvia. I can tell you now, those soldiers add no fucking value to frontline fighting. They're trained differently than us. They're not as robust as the British Army, and we are slowly but surely losing what we have. And it's all down to pen pushers in Whitehall who have links to the House of Lords and the House of Commons, who have all got links to EU, who are all looking after their pension pots for when they're older. But they're ready to destroy the UK in order to get what they want. Forget about the British public. Anyway, what else? Rishi Sunak is fuming that the Ukrainian President Zelensky's speech was not put out during Eurovision. Well, the truth is, I agree it shouldn't have been put out. I think we've done enough for Ukraine. We're hosting your karaoke contest, because that's what the Eurovision is to me. To you, you may love it. To me, it's just a karaoke contest where the Europe's lunatic street performers who get a chance on stage, and then when we watch it, we think, you need to go back on the street. You don't deserve to be in the charts. So the Eurovision karaoke contest, Zelensky wanted to put out a speech. He wanted to have a speech out. He wanted to address the Eurovision, all the countries. He wanted to say that he needs troops. He wanted to say he needs weapons and ammunition and missiles and tanks. Well, do you know what? It's a Eurovision Song Contest. It's not the place for you to put out your war speech, okay? So I'm glad it was banned, okay? I'm glad. Maybe if you had wrote a speech about, thank you very much for hosting the contest. This is what we have to offer. This is our culture and our singers. Maybe if you had put out a different speech about the song contest, it may have been aired. But there we go. What else? ITV at the minute are in crisis talks with Phil and Holly. Yeah, Holly and Phil off screen aren't getting on at all. And I don't blame her. Because you know what? Every 6 months, Philip Schofield is involved in a sleazy scandal. Whether it's him, whether it's his boyfriend, whether it's his family, whether it's his brother. He's involved in shit all the time. I don't blame Holly for wanting to step away from him. So well done, Holly, for standing by your morals. That's all I just wish you had those morals when you were queuing up to see the Queen lying in state. But there we go. Yeah. Yep. Team Holly. What else? It's craziness what's going on. I'm sure we've all heard of the Oxford and Cambridge boat race, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Yes. Well, even that's gone tits up, because Cambridge have now put a trans woman in their boat to help the team out. Now, that's unfair advantage over an Oxford team filled with women, isn't it? That's an unfair advantage. The only way to fight against this lunacy is for Oxford to say, okay, this year we are going to field a complete trans woman's team. A boat full of men. And then Cambridge might go, oh, but that's unfair. Well, yeah, that's what we thought when you put Dave in there and called him Sharon. So I agree that it's went too far. You can't have this in sport. You can't. Even Sharon Davies is up in arms going, what the hell is this? You never even gave that place, you never even gave a woman a chance to fight for that place. You just decided to stick a trans woman in there who's got the strength of 2 or 3 women. So there we go. Even the universities have went woke. But Oxford can win this with a boat full of trans women. You heard that here first. And if there is a boat full of trans women, I'll put £100 bet on it that it'll beat the boat filled with women with one trans. Yes. It's a good bet though, isn't it? Isn't it just? Well, people, listen, I'm going to shoot on. It's Saturday morning. I'm up. I've got a few things to do this morning. Well, basically, it sounds weird, but I know it's a Saturday morning, but I've got things to do with his whole school uniform. And also, I'm taking my son tonight. I won't mention where, but he's going to a inflatable place today in a swimming pool filled with inflatables to play, him and his friend. And I will be, I'll be watching with a nice cup of nice cup of coffee, sitting watching, going, have fun. Yes. But listen, have a great weekend. Last night, I watched the final of I'm a Celebrity South Africa. It was fantastic. I'm going to be honest. I'm glad that Fatima Whitbread, my friend, made the final, and really chuffed. Actually, she had a message from her this morning already. Yeah, she's a tough woman. Yeah, but there we go. And there was I honestly think she got it wrong with the timings. She may have thought who can hold out the longest without pressing the button, and she was never going to press that. She was there all week. So that may have went a bit wrong. However, I will give credit to Mylene Klass in the final. I cannot believe that woman. 60 mouse tails. She ate them like licorice. And then she went on to do the whole board. Wow. What a queen. The first I'm a Celebrity Legend is Mylene Klass. Anyway, they all did well. Listen, have a great day and stay safe. And make sure you're still subscribed, because I've noticed there's an issue with algorithms of YouTube, and we will always find a way to get past that. Take care. Stay safe.